First off, I would like to take this time to thank MLC for inviting us to present today. MLC has been a great partner for Hypertherm with the Robotmaster product over the past several years, and we look to continue and grow this partnership into the future. Let me take a brief moment to introduce myself. My name is Corey John. I'm one of the software sales managers here with Hypertherm and the Robotmaster product. I've been with Hypertherm over the past 8 years here in the Robotmaster division and have worked in the CAD/CAM industry before that for the previous 10 years. Let's take a look at what we're going to cover today. First, we'll take a look at why automation is such a hot topic in today's market. Second, we'll take a look at the different methods that robots are programmed within the manufacturing processes. Third, we'll take a look at what makes Robotmaster stand apart from the different models out there. And then we'll end with a couple success stories and questions. The best way to start the conversation about automation is by looking at manufacturers and their challenges. Of course, everyone is feeling the pressure that labor shortages have on manufacturers and their ability to meet production requirements. With this labor shortage, we have seen an increase in competition for hiring, and these manufacturers are now experiencing higher turnover and employees are being overworked and starting to burn out. When looking at today's landscape, we can find some very interesting statistics. By 2031, all baby boomers will have reached the retirement age, which means over the next 10 years, manufacturers are going to continue the pressures of a tighter labor market. We can see that 42% of all job openings cannot be filled, and we're going to see an estimate that there are about 58 job seekers for every 100 openings. Of the 12 million people that are in skilled trades are now over the age of 55, with baby boomers who make up the large portion of manufacturing workforce are now retiring. And less than 9% of workers ages 19 to 24 are now entering the trade skills. Even as you look around the Hypertherm's manufacturing and assembly floor, you can see that even us have had to start using robotics to be used in different tasks. Robots are being adopted in manufacturing to solve many different challenges. Like with every new piece of technology that is implemented, there are challenges associated with investing in robotics. Using and programming a robot can be complicated, but unless you have an understanding of robotics and programming code, you're going to have a really hard time. Robots are also not cheap, and there are additional costs for cell components that add up, so manufacturers out in the industry are looking to get their quick return on their investment. Depending on the volume and variety of parts being produced with the robot, this can also create some new challenges. The more variety of parts there are, the more time you have to spend programming, which means the robot isn't producing during this time. At the same time, the more complex the shape of the part, the longer it takes to program. So let's take a look at some programming methods people use out in the field today. Since the beginning of robotics and manufacturing space, the manual teach pendant has been a prominent player when it comes to programming and is still widely used in today's robotic market. Just like everything, there can be several advantages and disadvantages when programming this way. As I stated earlier, the manual teach pendant is still widely used in today's market, making it easier to find people that have a baseline understanding of this method of programming. Manual teach pendant is a highly flexible method of programming and can be very beneficial for simple applications such as pick and place and material handling. Because of the flexibility of manual teach pendant, this has allowed robots to be used in a wide array of applications. Moreover, since the robot is being programmed online, there's no need to have an accurate robot tool center point or user frame, as it's not an issue. Just like anything else, every advantage comes with drawbacks. One of the major obstacles with online programming with the manual teach pendant is every time you need to create a new program or touch up an old program, you need to take the robot out of production, costing the company revenue. Because of this flexible nature of the manual teach pendant, the downside is speed. Complex programming can take days, if not weeks, to program. From our point earlier, these days and weeks of programming time can cost the company revenue as it's not creating new parts. When creating programs that require higher accuracy, this method of programming is only as good and as accurate as the programmer's eye. Also, since this is a manual process, there's no ability to alert the end user for any upcoming robotic errors, and it can be time-consuming to fix any robotic errors that you have created. Just like any evolution in the marketplace, the first offline programming method was the offline emulator. The emulator allows the customer to keep their robot in production as you were creating the program. Even though this is a big jump in manufacturing productivity, keeping the robot in production, this is still a very manual process. The emulator is essentially just a manual teach pendant behind a computer screen. You still had all the flexibility that came with the teach pendant programming, but also gives you some of the same drawbacks, such as accuracy issues, as your programmer is only as good as the person's eye. Since there is no intuitive programming methods, people are still spending much of their time manually fixing robotic errors and still need someone who is well versed in robotic programming to complete the task. The next level of robotic programming used the offline programming software to create the robotic path off an edge of the part. This second generation of offline programming software allowed the user to grab the edge of the part using all the information that's already in the CAD model to create the correct tool vectors, so making programming much more straightforward and a lot more accurate. Even though this generation of programming was a giant leap forward in time saving, it is still lacking a lot of the capabilities to get an error-free program. There was still no kinematic checkers or solvers, so not much in the way of collision warnings. Like we talked about before, anytime you gain speed of programming, the cost is flexibility. This second generation of offline programming software sped up the programming times for the edge following applications such as trimming and deburring, but the constraints of programming off an edge cut back on the total amount of applications this style of programming could do. Since a lot of companies have several CNC machines in use and are starting to implement more and more robots, not just for material handling applications, but applications like trimming, water jet, welding, spraying, and sanding, people started to think, why can't they use their CAD CAM softwares to program the robot? And this, you can start seeing more and more overlap between CAD and CAM softwares and offline programming softwares. The main difference when using a CAD CAM software for CNC machines and robots is CNC machines are straightforward or are a closed-looped environment. And when it comes to robots, there are a lot more challenges like singularities, reach, joint limits, etc., which are not intuitive to identify or solve. Robots are more flexible than CNC machines, which is a positive, but with flexibility creates challenges. And with those challenges, you need to have a high-level expertise in robotics. So how this works is you take your CAM software to create a point file. From there, you take that point file and read it into your point converter, which then would create a 6-axis robotic code. You then take this robotic code and run it through a simulator to figure out any of errors you have. This is a lengthy process and takes a lot of debugging to get your robot cell running. Keep in mind, you need a lot of experience in robotics. So now, let's take a look at what a true offline programming software looks like. When looking at a robotic programming, there should be several factors that come into play. Your software should be robot neutral, the ability to work with multiple different robots and robot manufacturers. The software should not be designed for a CAD/CAM expert or a robotic expert. It should really be designed for the process expert. If you understand your process, then programming a robot should be easy. You need the ability to move quickly from your task environment into the robotic cell environment. Being able to create multiple tasks in this part is crucial. Your offline programming software should be able to read the data from the CAD model and automatically take that information to help create the paths that are needed, making this much easier for a process expert to easily program the part and get it to your robot quicker. Take notice to the graphical feedback from the software to the operator, giving the ability to order your paths to help reduce cycle time, and once the path is created, you should be able to transition quickly into the device environment, simulating your program to find out if you have any robotic issues or if you're ready to go to the robot. With a true offline programming software such as Robotmaster, you should be able to manipulate the data from the start points, your cut directions, your entry and exits, and so on. You will notice graphical feedback right away. With Robotmaster's path preprocessing, this lets the user know if there's going to be any robotic issues or not. Not being a robotic expert, but a process expert, this will help you understand any issues that you have and how to fix them. With Robotmaster's features like inverse kinematics and engineering tools like workspace analysis, this will help evaluate the robot cell, the part, and any ability to help the software automatically resolve any robotic issues and provide path corrections for an error-free program. These software tools are revolutionizing how robots are being programmed today. We are now showing a collision between the torch and the part on a transition move. In the past, the operator would have to go back into his parameters and start changing data. Having a power interface and graphical transition tools allows the operator to work directly within the robot environment to help fix these collisions. You can see here that the end user can take a look at the path and see that the torch is going to collide during the transition. Instead of manually creating a bunch of repose points, the end user just needs to click and drag the spline like putty to smoothly edit the transition with good visual feedback. Another key for a true offline programming software like Robotmaster is a software that has the ability for specific process parameters for your applications, such as welding, plasma, surfacing, and have integrated parameters for this. Taking a look at welding, for example, being able to input weld schedules, weaving parameters, seam tracking, and other commands determine if the software is a fit for you and your application. So now that we've gone over all the different programming methods you can use with your robots, you can now see how Robotmaster is a true offline programming software and allows our offline programming software just to be another tool in your toolbox when it comes to getting your job done. There are many factors that go into a true offline programming solution. The software should take into consideration the process expert, and the software should not be geared to the robotic expert. You should be looking for an intuitive graphical feedback when programming robots, and when you have an issue, you want to be informed of the right way and the specific way the software should recommend the solution on how to fix these errors. And the last thing you should know is you should be looking for a process-specific parameters in your application. The bottom line is your software needs to be flexible. So in summary, Robotmaster is an easy-to-use programming software that allows the user to program the robot from a computer rather than using a controller. So why is this important? Well, it means the robot is never stopped for programming. Program after program can be generated on the computer and simultaneously ran on the robot. So it's constantly able to stay in production, which results in an increase in output. Robotmaster is also a valuable tool as it does not require robots or coding expertise. Anyone with some software training can program the robot using this tool. This programming tool can drastically reduce programming time from days to minutes. It also allows the user to achieve the desired results over and over again, as it's not subject to human error as when it's done manually. Users also see a reduction of scrap and increase in output quality. So now that you've seen some of the benefits of Robotmaster, let's take a look at some of the success stories that some of our customers have had while using the tool. First up, I'd like to talk to you about a customer of ours that uses Robotmaster offline programming software, McStarlite. They are the world's leading producer of some of the largest and most complex sheet metal components for the aerospace industries. As you may expect, McStarlite is required to produce consistent, accurate, and high-quality parts to its customers. For years, McStarlite had been manually performing the polishing of these engine components, relying on skilled labor to complete these tasks. As you can imagine, this is a very time-consuming process, and it took a great physical toll on the workers. They also had a hard time achieving consistency as the finish varied between workers. The result was reworking the parts to ensure that it met the customer's requirements, which also added time to the process and cut into McStarlite's profits. This led them to take a look at automation. By adding a robot polishing system, they were able to eliminate a lot of the pain points they were experiencing from doing this manually. With automation, it was no longer a labor-intensive process that relied upon skilled labor, but a much safer environment that was able to create and achieve constant and high-quality finishes, which meant there was no need for reworking. However, an industrial robot arm are often programming manually, which is still time-consuming, and this brought up a new pain point. Programming a robot manually required that robotic expertise we talked about. This meant they needed a programming solution. With the move to Robotmaster, McStarlite was able to get some additional benefits outside of the ease of use of the software. They were able to increase their productivity and meet their customer demands, and McStarlite was also able to meet and exceed their customers' stringent product requirements. Finally, the working conditions for their skilled labor was enhanced, and they were able to retain and retrain their existing labor pool to program their robots. The Vice President of McStarlite had this to say about Robotmaster. "We are very proud that we were able to keep the same people that were doing the manual labor and train them to be operators. Robotmaster's simplicity of use enabled us to repurpose the people that were doing the manual labor to now use the robot instead." The second Robotmaster customer success story I would like to share with you today is Trane. They are a leader in sustainable heating, ventilation, and air conditioning HVAC solutions. Trane's chillers are highly customized products that involve tube rolling, which was a manual process. Trane being located in a small community, they struggled to recruit and retain skilled labor. This led them to look at automation solutions to help fill this gap. Manually performing the tube rolling and trimming was a very time-consuming and labor-intensive process. In addition, after each chiller was completed, the worker had to manually inspect to identify if any of the tubes had been missed. With hundreds of tubes to inspect, this was an extremely time-consuming process as well was subject to human error. Using a robot system would remove the pain points associated with labor and quality. However, Trane was hesitant to implement a robotic system as they understood that the typical programming method used, the teach pendant, would also be a very time-consuming process as each of their chillers were custom-made and required a completely different program to be created. Via the teach pendant, this would take just as long. It was estimated that each program would take up to 80 hours from start to finish. During these 80 hours of programming, the robot would also not be in production, costing the company time and revenue. When learning about Robotmaster, Train was excited about the prospect of dramatically reducing programming time and keeping the robot in production around the clock. They were able to further reduce the need for skilled labor and drastically reduce operating costs. With Robotmaster, Train simply imported the CAD model of each part, select the endpoints of the pipes, and create the robot paths, and leveraged Robotmaster's path optimization technology to organize the paths in the most optimized way to also reduce the cycle time. When taking a look at the Robotmaster software, Train was excited that with the ease of use of the software, they wouldn't need to hire any robotic specialists to be able to program these parts. Like McStarlight, Train also experienced some additional benefits when moving to the Robotmaster software. They were able to reduce their programming time by over 90% and increase their output by over 50%. Because it was no longer a manual process, there were no more tubes missed. They also improved their cycle time by over 38% and were able to get some relief from the labor shortages from being from a small community and have a safer working environment for their employees. Doug Watkins, a senior welding engineer at Train, had said, "Using Robotmaster, it takes us 30 minutes to program the tube rolling cell without taking the robot offline. Using a teach pendant method, it would have required 80 plus hours of programming time." Doug Watkins also told us, "Our automation strategy is focused on taking the long, physically demanding labor times and creating opportunities for our operators to be more involved in the creative process. My team is very creative. We dream up new ideas weekly and seek for opportunities to create value-added system for our customers," which is what we like to see, labor retention and job satisfaction while supplementing labor with robotic solutions. With all the information that we covered today, I would like to take the time now to open it up for some questions that you may have.